No, I'm good. Des, get everyone back in here.
I heard him say all right.
I have an important announcement.
We got a reader! Yo, we got a reader, everybody!
I have... Don't...
Someone's gonna do some reading!
Lawyer, shut him down.
Illiterate are always so threatened by the written word.
No, the written word's fine, it's just we're citing it.
Dave Tree, you were like a Joe Pesci on Quaaludes. Just chill. So listen.
Hey, Quaaludes a beautiful thing.
I am
before your
here.
time, young man.
I am here for ulterior motives. I want to first start by announcing that I am opening up a New England-wide rehearsal complex that will rival any rehearsal complex in Boston. Rooms are $100 each. They have air conditioning, a half bath, and a kitchen. I just want to announce that tonight and use this venue to do so. My complex.
Can you live there? Can you live there?
And so, no, Dave, you cannot live there. It is a wonderful evening so far. T-Max, love to see you. Love to see you. A lot of people don't know this about T-Max. He is actually colorblind. And that explains a lot. And Angela's here, which, if Carm is indeed the Emperor, she is Darth Vader. And, so I can say that. I'm gonna bring out my papers because,
We got a reader, everybody! Got knows how to read!
which is actually a compliment, so thank you.
He can read.
When
I love reading numbers!
When I found out I was asked to be here, I was so excited actually that I had forgot that I tied my dog to the bumper and I raced home to tell everybody. But shit happens, doesn't it? Does happen. Especially after I left my dog outside the garment district for 45 minutes. And when I came out, I didn't even say hi to him. I just tied him to the car and drove off. It was awful. But I was so excited to come here. It happens. And it's weird because he was a fast dog. It's strange. If I put the mic up to that jacket, will it move? I don't know.
It squeals like a pig.
Anyway, so when I first met Carmelita, like a lot of you, I was shocked that she wasn't Latino. But,
She's not Latino?
according to legend, Carmelita is the pioneer of local Boston radio. The fact that she set sail through those uncharted waters is... I want to let you hold this because it is fucking brilliant. It is the reason we are sitting here in this palace. When she started out in the music industry, was in its zenith. It was the 60s or 70s, what was it? 80s? 70s? But it was so long ago, the music industry was doing well. And now the industry at its best is like Oz if upon removing the curtain, Oz was a combination of Bernie Madoff and the Octomom. A dude abusing money on the back end while monopolizing the dreams of hundreds of musicians without enough teats to feed them on. So, you got to picture this point of this young girl coming up and saying, I'm going to be a DJ. She had no inclination to be a DJ, but she took over for ERS and you made that what it is now, too. You made that station what it is, right? ERS.
In the dark.
And radio itself now sounds like a mashup of The Police, Roxanne with U2's With or Without You if you just took a hit off like a nitrous balloon, That's all radio is now, really, when it comes down to it. But at that time, it was pretty exciting. They broke bands, and Carmelita was there, and I think driving the tractor at that time. Pretty much, you were driving it through, and but what worries me is, does anybody see the correlation between the beginning of Carmelita's career and the downfall of the industry? At all? I mean, or the fact that she boasts in her bio, and I quote, "The chaos has to do with deciding what to play with the massive stacks of CDs that have to be ciphered through. The questions and doubts are endless." I understand that. It's a career of thousands of CDs turned down, but there's also an island of plastic the size of Texas floating in the Pacific. Are you responsible for that? Because I'm assuming that you are, right now. How much fucking CDs have musicians pressed in the past 20 years just to get on your show?
It's floating in the Pacific.
Thousands. Thousands of CDs have passed your hand. now you could lie out in the sun on the Pacific between Japan and California. And that has a lot to do with your work. And the other thing that concerns me, Carmelita boasts, again, on her bio, we played Paula Cole's debut CD for the first time on Bay State Rock. Our listeners were, I believe, ecstatic. But do you realize that when women found out they didn't have to shave their armpits, that Gillette took a 45% hit in their stock? And then they started putting more razors in men's razors? I mean, these are the things I hold you accountable for, Carmelita. And that is why I am here. There's been a little bit too much patting on the back tonight.
Here.
This is just correlation, you know? So, you know, maybe sympathies, you know, get the best of you in regards to the Lady of Honor because she controls the play button. Or maybe you have sympathy because Carm is blind as a bat, right? In that case, she does not know that it's me. So, you know, I just want to say this is the real Dave Tree.
Shit.
Speaking right now.
You didn't know that?
Yeah.
I look like John Mayer. You didn't know that?
Yeah. Which is, he always wants to be taller with more hair.
Yeah.
So
Thank you so much.
Roast. This is a roast.
I'm tall with hair now.
So, you know, listen. So everyone ends on a serious note and a nice note, and I have to do that. It means a lot to know that you're there. It does mean a lot to know you're there. When you're recording a song, when you're writing a song, whatever, it's nice to know that Carmelita is out there. And Billboard's Paul Ackerman said of Alan Freed, more than any other man, he brought us rock and roll. And I would argue that Boston, more than any other woman, Carmelita has brought us rock and roll. So
Yes! I can agree with that. 100%.
Who is that guy? He's good.
Dude, John Mayer, you are fantastic. Thanks for being me. I could never be me that good. Ever.
So I'm going to call somebody out for a minute. Brian.